we are here in Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 2 class. I'm so happy that the webcam doesn't work on this thing because you can't see me dancing. By the way, I was doing the Carlton. Nothing is more funny than seeing an overweight Caucasian male doing the Carlton. All right, don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. So today we are looking at some translations of already graphed functions, and we're going to look at reflections at the x or y axis. Okay, so this is what happens if it's drawn and it's like a mirror image. Okay, why this is needed, I don't know. Okay, but I try to break things down. Break it on down. Break it on. No. Okay. Break it down to its simplest form. Alright, so a reflection about the y-axis multiplies the h value by -1. I'm going to probably just hiccup and burp or whatever that was. I don't even know what body function that was. Okay. So, here's our function. Okay, and now this is read as f of x. If y'all hadn't, it's the function of x. And then this is the g of x. It's just another way to write y. Okay. This is the beginning. This is after we've done something to it. Okay. This is your truck. This is your truck after you squatted it. I don't know. So, what is our h function right here? 3. Okay? Remember, h is the opposite of what's written. So, we're going to multiply it by -1. So, we say -1 times 3 is -3. So, when we're putting this back in here, if we put in a -3 back in, and it's already a negative, this changes it to a positive. That's really what it does. Okay? Now, some people say, but Miss Jeffries, basically, can you just change the sign of h? Yes. Now, some people can understand that they just take whatever was up here, they change the sign, they understand. Some people need to take that out, multiply it, and do this. Either way, if you understand what we're doing, I'm good to go. Okay? Okay. All right. Right here. This would be the opposite of +2, so this would be -2. So if we multiply -2 and -1, we get +2. So now, so yes, if you look at our answer from what we are given, it's basically the opposite sign of what we started with.
So if we started with a negative,
We get a positive at the end. Yep.
it's just the same number every time.
So, yeah. So you can make a side note. Change the h value when it's this. Okay? You can do that. If that's how you remember it, that's fine. If not, you can do this. Yes, sir. Yes, good luck. So, yes, I know somebody's like, wow, this is algebra 2. Yes. This is algebra 2. You're literally multiplying by -1. Super duper hard. Okay. There's stuff in calculus that actually, after you get through the first step, that is calculus. Everything else is algebra 1. All right. Now we're going about the x-axis. Okay. It's kind of the same thing. So you know, if we were to get a visual representation of what we were doing, I should have probably had this pulled up already. So that first one was absolute value x minus 3. Was it plus 5?
Minus 5.
Minus 5. All right. So, and if we do it again, x plus 3 minus 5. So literally, you just spin it at the y-axis. That's what we're doing. Okay? That's its pivot point. It just spins around. Okay? That's what we're doing there. Now, we're about to do it for the x-axis, which is, you know, like a horizontal flip. So that's why we have to multiply the a and the k. So, for this one, wait. Why does it say h value? This should say 8. All right. Mr. Jeffers made a boo-boo. So, yeah, this should be A and K. Sorry.
That's the way I did it, bro.
Yeah, A and K. Thank you. Yeah, because it says H and then it says A and K down here. Sorry if that was confusing. So our A right here is 1. So this would be negative 1. And then our K right here is negative 5. So it would be positive 5. So this becomes, now you can write it like this. If you need to write negative 1 like this in this class to understand it, that is absolutely fine. If you just write it like this, with just the minus, I will accept that also. If you just do the minus, cool. That's actually most biscuits. All right, so yes, you can actually, you know, do that, write the negative, or either one. Okay, so let's look at this one. So this one, our A is 1. So this again, negative 1. So we can actually write a negative 1 right here. I've never understood why some teachers get like really bent out of shape. That is the wrong problem. If a student, you know, writes a negative 1 instead of a minus. All right, now, here's what's funny. This is a 0. What's anything times 0? 0. So we don't really have anything. You could leave it blank, or you could actually write it like this. So there's actually a couple of ways that you could write that
So
answer.
it's like all exception questions.
Yep. Yeah.
So you don't have to do plus 0 and just write.
Yep. You could. I'm giving you both ways that I'll accept it.
So you get more credit for the work anyway.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to write.
Yep. All right. And that's the lesson. They're going to do their practice problems. We're going to go over it. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe, to the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.